Hi, my name is Joanie'S. Welcome to my channel. Please go to my website, jonieswhitelightshealing.com. You'll find out more about me. I used to be a therapist. I didn't believe in any of this. I became gifted with abilities around 2003, 4, 5, and my life changed 180 degrees. I now do this professionally. I'm a psychic, a medium, healer, and a spiritual counselor. I'm not doing any guru stuff. Please seek your own inner guidance, your own truth. There's your truth, my truth, and the truth. I'm here to validate, support, educate. I'm a bridge between the third dimension and other dimensions. I love what I do. I am not a fear pornographer. I am not a doom and gloom psychic. I bring in happy. I bring in information that's there to support during this very challenging and auspicious time in Earth's history. I bring in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, meaning the ones that experienced enlightenment, whether it be on Earth or in other dimensions. There are no timestamps on this video. Today is March 28th, 2021. If you watch this video on another day, Spirit knows who will be watching and when. So if it resonates on another date, fantastic. And if it doesn't, I suggest putting it on the shelf because it might resonate at another time. And if the words that come through, my Joanie'S words or channeled pieces, do not resonate at all, you could turn me off at any time. It's fine. Not everyone is a match with everyone. You could find me on Facebook. Please like my Joanie'S White Light Healing fan page. And if you would like to friend me, please private message me because I do not friend strangers. You could find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and SoundCloud. And here on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Press the bell all icon and you'll receive notifications every time I put out another video. Like, share, and please comment below because I love hearing what you think of what I'm bringing forth. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, just mention it in the comments section. And if it's video worthy, I surely will do that for you. So I asked Spirit, okay, what do I do this time? And I got being the highest version of yourself. So when I was coming into this, starting around 2003, 4, 5, I just kept reading and watching and being and talking and experiencing. And I came across spiritual folks that spoke about being the highest version of yourself. So I thought, well, that's pretty cool. What the heck's that about? So this has to do with spiritual evolution. So this is my take on things. I don't know if this is your take, but I'll share it. I believe that we're all part of the oneness, an infinitely intelligent, ever-expanding love ball, love consciousness, and we're pieces of it like God sparks. And we've all exploded out, whether we are humans or animals or plants or crystals or even inanimate objects. We could be consciousnesses, we could be air specks, lint balls. Everything I believe is part of the oneness, spirit, love. So I believe that this creator busted itself out and that it wanted to know itself in all of its parts, and that we are creating movies and movies and movies so this infinite intelligence will know itself in all of its aspects. And that I believe that some of these parts moved further away from knowing that they were of the light, of love, and that they started playing in the dark. So their vibrations got lower and lower, and that it became more difficult to return to the knowing, ascending, returning and growing, coming back into source consciousness. And that I believe that that's the goal, is for all souls to spiritually evolve, to develop and remember who they are and where they come from. So if we take all, well, let's just talk about humans right now, because I'm talking to humans and I believe humans are watching right now. If humans are exactly in that now moment where they are at a certain developmental level, They're coming with strengths and limitations, haves and have-nots, positive and negative traits, shadows and shining aspects, we could call it, whatever it is, the yin yang of that person. And that if we freeze frame right at that moment in our now, we could take a look at our positive traits, our strengths, and our negative traits, limitations. Now, there's no judgment here. If we're going to look at limitations, disabilities, weaknesses, shadows, issues, shticks, things that we need to work on, it's very, very important to be loving with oneself if one is going to take a look at that. Now, how does that relate to this concept of being the highest version that one can be? Well, if one is looking to advance, one needs to take a look at where they are now. So if we take a look at our limitations with love and affection towards self, we can proceed with an examination of the different aspects. Could be physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, that we wish to improve. How do you do that? Well, some people have great memories, so they might be able to remember the categories, but I suggest writing it out. And if you don't write it out, maybe you're a visual person and maybe you draw it out, or maybe you find magazine pictures or pictures on the net and you print them out, you cut them out, you have a vision board of it. But I'm a writer, so I would make my columns or my lists and I would put that down for examination. And then when you are ready, you address yourself. That is basically trying to be the highest version of yourself. Now, some people have difficulty doing that. They need a reference point. So for some of you, I'm not saying this works for everyone. This is just Joanie that's just sharing what she feels could work for you in becoming the highest version of yourself you could be. You could look back on your past you in this lifetime. And for some of you where the veil is thin, if you've done past life regression, if you've had sessions with me where you've learned a bit about who you've been in other lifetimes, if your veil is thin and you've gone there and you can just pop right through and know where you've been, you have another reference point of where you've come from and how you've advanced from there to where you are here. Again, no judgment. The past is used for analysis, not judgment. Regret, shame, blame, guilt, and embarrassment serve no purpose. And if you do wax poetic to the past and you find that all of these self-denigrating feelings, comments, words are coming up, that is work for you to do. Definitely. That would mean that you need to focus on your past and do a lot of healing work regarding your past with acceptance, gratitude, and forgiveness work towards self and others, for you to then come into your now moment here and then look at what you bring. So what you bring here could be partly what your baggage is from the past. So we've got your now moment, we've got your issues, and then also a reference point of taking a look at the past and seeing where you've come from to come here. If there's an issue over there, if there are thorns in your side, it means that you haven't fully healed things, and that you would bring into that I need to work on, that I never forgave my dad, or I didn't graduate school and I blame myself. So the past you could be bringing into your present moment as well. Now, fixing, straightening out, healing, everyone has their own way. So some people go for therapy. Some people go for group therapy. Some people do journaling. Some people read books. They write. They watch YouTube videos. They do workshops. They work with crystals. They do plant medicine. There are so many ways that a person can address themselves. That is for you to work through. That is not what the focus of this video is. And then getting back to the highest version of yourself, a person who's into perfectionism that wants themselves to be perfect and fully healed, I would take a look at that as well. That is unrealistic, and that is not what we're here for, is to be this polished surface being where that the person has nothing to work on. I haven't met anyone. I wouldn't put myself in that category either. Everyone has something. To be human, we relish this, and we just keep striving and striving as best we can to work through any issues that we have. Maybe we've worked on so many things here and we're at a place of peace and love and gratitude, yet maybe we can't stand ants that come into our home. Then maybe that's what you need to work on, is something regarding ants coming in your home. Just for example, maybe there are other lifetime issues that come in and they're triggers, so you need to do work regarding that as well. What I'm saying here is be good to yourself, be easy on yourself, and this becoming the highest version of yourself. When you strive to be your best you, you are not only healing yourself here in this incarnation, you're healing yourself in all of your incarnations. It has a reverb effect throughout all of your incarnations, like a bleed through effect. Not only that, you are assisting in healing us all. So when I do my work here, I'm not only healing all of my incarnations, all my aspects that are incarnated here and throughout creation, but I'm assisting you as well. And then we rise in vibration, and it makes it easier. If I'm healing myself, it makes it easier for you to heal yourself, because your energy goes up and then you feel a little happier, or you get more strength, or both. The je ne sais quoi. This isn't necessarily something that we're going to know or sense. I believe it just is, that there's a ripple effect, and that since we're all interconnected as one, it's a beautiful, beautiful process when we embark on this process of trying to be the highest version of ourselves. Now, when we go to our passing, I don't believe there's any judgment. Oh, you mean you didn't make it to that Tetris level? Oh, shoot. What a disappointment. I don't believe that that's what this is about. I believe it just is. And I believe that we're met with love and open arms and rapture and peace and joy. And that when the veil is lifted, we see the contracts that we set up here and where we are everywhere and what our themes are that we're working on. To consider trying to be the highest version of yourself is a gift you give yourself. It's just a concept. That's a concept. To know that your life isn't just work, getting up and getting ready for work, or tending to the farm or the kids, or doing passive work or menial labor or big physical labor, or being in your head all the time and then stopping and then eating and sleeping and doing it again. I believe that there's so much to learn in so many different facets of our waking moments. So I hope that this video assists you just to throw out that concept of being the highest version of yourself. You clear up a lot of things that you don't like about yourself. Boy, I'm a slob. I want to try and be a little neater, or I'm not timely, and I always get places late, or I never say thank you, or I want to complete projects, or I look shabby. I think I deserve to save up and treat myself to a new outfit. Being the highest version of self, maybe it's being more present-centered. Maybe it's getting rid of an addiction. Maybe it's considering thinking a different way, or acting a different way, or treating yourself better, or treating someone else better. You feel better, you elevate your frequency, your vibration rises, your health improves, your psyche improves, you have more clarity, you probably sleep better. Listen to your body, listen to your mind. It will speak to you, and you will be rewarded in some way for the work that you do. I believe that is a truism. So I am wishing you strength on your journey and peace and the excitement that you are just like everyone else and that you are able to do something, even if it's breaking down into manageable parts, what you'd like to address. Doesn't have to be anything grand. But when you even do little baby steps on becoming the highest version of yourself, you move yourself along on this spiritual development, and it feels really, really good. I believe you'll be satisfied with your work, and other people will remark as well. Enjoy this journey. I am with you and I support you. Bye, y'all.